There's a tech hunter enslaved on the floor and I can talk to them. Let's talk to them. Viola. Need a bodyguard? I'm good. I'm good, thanks. All right, we are back in Kenshi with Quill and Temperance and their ever-expanding team. In the last episode, these guys were doing a little bit of exploring, and then on their way home to Drifter's Last, they lucked out and found a little bit of scavenge. And so now everybody on the team has some ill-fitting armor and some rusty and junky weapons on their backs and hips. Not the greatest gear, probably not doing them any favors, but I'd imagine these guys are probably ecstatic to have what they have. Quill and Temperance specifically, they started out so close to rock bottom, they are probably elated right now. And it is with those good spirits that these guys are going to face the day. And what are we going to do today? Let's take a look at the map and think about that. In the intervening time since the last episode, these guys have whiled away the night in the bar and bought a little bit of food, so we are pretty much ready to head out. And I think the first thing we're going to do today is I'm going to take the team and we're going to run the perimeter around Drifter's Last and just see if there's any other scavenge to be found. We should seize that opportunity if it does exist. The Band of Bones attacked that one gate in the afternoon in the last episode, but just even as the sun was setting in the last episode, there was still a lot of commotion going on around the city. So I just want to take a look before we do anything else. And then after that, we'll probably reconvene and check the map again and make an actual plan. But I'm starting to think maybe some just general adventuring is in order. I mentioned this a little bit in the last episode, and even from the beginning of this series, that I don't really know why these guys are down here. We picked up this adventure at the very bottom corner of the map with these guys missing limbs and badly injured and Temperance in a recovery coma. But I do wonder, maybe they came down here to find their fortune as tech hunters. Maybe they came down here with some mercenaries or with some actual tech hunters to be guides or to follow along and learn the ropes. But whatever happened, that all went south, but maybe that's what they came here to do, and maybe they want to continue doing that. I certainly know that this area of the map is filled with valuable gear, and I'd imagine the general citizens of Kenshi know that as well, that like, if you are brave enough, stupid enough, strong enough, skilled enough, have enough gear, maybe have a map and a guide, you might come into this place and come out a little bit wealthier. I guess it'll remain to be seen which of those attributes, if any, this team has. But in the last episode, we were able to make it from Drifter's Last to Clownsteady in half a day. So we got there and back, I do believe, in one day. I think so. Which means, terrain and other obstacles notwithstanding, we have a good sense of how far we can get away from Drifter's Last if we wanted to get back to a safe place at night. So like I said, let's head out and we're going to go scout the perimeter. But maybe, just maybe, we'll head out back towards where the Lost Library was and see if we can find anything up in here. Just do some adventuring. I've mentioned this before. You could go online and find out exactly where you need to go, but it's a lot more fun if these guys just go out into the wilds on their own and have no idea what's going to befall them. All right, with that, it is early in the morning. Like I said, these guys already spent the night and they're pretty much ready to go. Let's get them all together. And make sure we are all set to group run. We are, and let's head outside. May the wind blow your way. Thank you, sir. I can't talk to you, or I actually would have. Let's find an exit. We'll get our bearings. We've got just a little bit of food, and we have like 800 bucks. I really hope we can find something. I mean, another thing I'd be interested in doing is these guys kind of testing themselves a little bit. I don't want to get in over our heads. Anything that we do at this point, combat-wise, is going to be in over our heads. Nice, we've got a gate. Let's head to the next gate. Oh, nice, and this is the bar where we were leaving Temperance, so I actually know where we are. This is, if we head outside, this should be where our camp was. We'll take a look. Oh, we got some Garu. Must be here to trade goods. I think I saw a Garu running around out here. Did I? Yeah, there he is. What a nice breeze. Yes, indeed, sir. All right. Oh. Quill has just got a little nervous. Let's stop him. What's going on? Oh my god. Are tech hunters fighting that? You're a tech hunter, right? Tech hunters are fighting the guards. Oh my god, get away from here. I don't want anything to do with this. We won't get mixed up in this, but I just don't want anything to do with this. All right. I also see some movement out in the distance. All right, everything's going to shit. Jesus Christ. I mean, this is Kenshi. Welcome to Kenshi. Oh, no. Don't come any further, Romer. All right, who is it? We're going to talk to this. Come on, stop. Don't do this to me. We just got started. All right, go. Talk to him. Talk to him. Okay. I'm gonna need to check your junk before you can go into the city, Drifter. Standard anti-drug stuff. Alright, that's fine. Move along. Alright, good, good, good. Oh my god, get away. Get away from the fighting. They're gonna start shooting harpoons. Just stay away from this. Also, this is Tech Hunter, so I do not want to... I'm not gonna want to rob this person or turn them in. I think we want to be friends with Tech Hunters. Oh, this is depressing. Why are you fighting the United Cities? I came down here to be a Tech Hunter. I don't want to see Tech Hunters doing this. Alright. There's a vagrant over here. Everybody's going to be all freaked out for a second. Let's do this. Let's get everybody up on top of where our camp was, and we'll just take a second. I also saw some movement out this way, and I just wanted to see what that was. Speaking of scavenge, if people are about to fight, we could keep our eyes peeled. Oh, I think I do see a fight out there. It's tough to say. Alright, let's just everybody just calm down. We know there's a fight in the front of the building. And I could have sworn I just saw, as we were coming out the door, I thought I saw a bunch of people running in one direction. Maybe is this it? What is this? Garu. Maybe it was Garu that I saw. Let's give these guys a good wide berth. Is everybody up here? Everybody good up here. Let's stay with the team. I don't want to get too far away. I don't like zooming out too much. Just keep the eyes peeled over here. I don't want to see more Band of Bones running this way. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. Alright, let's get to where I can see these guys. Quill's still very nervous. I think they picked up the Tech Hunter. There's that vagrant outside. I think that's the vagrant. Yeah, there's a couple of vagrants that have just been standing outside forever. What is this? Band of Bones in a recovery call. Is this one of the guys we already looted? Let's take a look. Let us take a look. They're in a recovery coma for a little bit. We should be fine. Oh my god. Oh my god, there's goats. Alright, everything needs to calm down. I'm a little too nervous here. Oh, nice! We have not looted this person yet. Alright, everybody get over here. Does anybody need anything? We have gear. We have gear. Alright, let's take this stuff. Fantastic. This is why we're coming out here. Oh, nice. There's another one over here. Are you... Hold on. Are you... Recovery dead. Alright, hold on a second. Let's take a look at the map. We're here. This is where our camp was. I think the attack that we saw yesterday was here. So this is probably... Oh, there's another one right here. Dude. Alright. Everybody just stay calm. I'm still a little nervous. Oh, there's literally another one right next to us. There's like a million Band of Bones here. Alright, Temperance, get over here. Actually, Temperance, you're too weighed down. Tetsuya, you get over here. Is this the person? Wait, is there another one here? Oh my god, Tetsuya is standing on top of another Band of Bones. There's like 8 Band of Bones out here. Alright, give me all this stuff. Give me everything. We're gonna go make $1 million. This is fantastic. Where is Quill? Come to Quill as well. Quill has 2 right next to him. Oh my god, the goats scared the shit out of me. Alright, there's just this 2. I did not want to start with this much commotion. It's nice to ease into the game. Very nervous. Carthaginian, let's spread the weight a bit. Why don't you go loot the guy that was over here? And I think there's still one guy by the river. And then we're gonna scour this area because there's like 8 guys here. Oh no, I already got this guy. Alright. Is that it? Does Carthaginian see anything out here? I don't think he does. We see goats. This is the guy by the river. And I don't see anything in here. This is unbelievable. Let's come over here and make sure we got this person too. We did. Okay. And where was the No, we didn't. We didn't. There's literally another person. Mitsunori. Oh, nice. Berserker leathers. Oh, Carthaginian, I want you wearing those too. Nice. Fantastic. Alright. Let's just literally scour this spot. We're not leaving without making absolutely sure we've seen everything. Alright, I probably saw goats or Garu running before. And just mistook it for terrible people looking to come attack the city. Still gonna keep the eyes peeled. I think we're alright. I'm a little on the nervous side. There's a little too much commotion happening right now. Alright, we can't count our chickens until we're hatched. We gotta get inside. There's a discovered escaped slave over here. Interesting. There's still people running about. Let's do this. Let's put everybody in group run just so we stick together. And Quill's gonna have everybody run back into the city. Look at us. our little over-encumbered shuffled walk. Escaped slave! Assault! Alright, they took care of that nice and easily. Alright, well that's one way to start the day. I dig it. Alright, good. We're gonna go sell some stuff. What do we need? We need some food if I want to do some adventuring. I still want to scout the whole perimeter, especially after this. There is another band of bones over here. My goodness, Temperance, you go get this guy. Yeah, we have to pull the whole perimeter. It seems like Band of Bones attacked en masse after the initial attack on the gate that we came into, so we're gonna have to look around. I was assuming these guys would do a quick run around the perimeter and it would be uneventful. We may have to spend a little bit more of a discerning scouting mission. Let's head into the bar, because we'll get food out of the way first. Alright, nice. We made $8,000. I was able to get a little bit of food. We are still freaking out, which is fine. We're just gonna take a look around. Seems like everything's okay. It just might be a little... It might be a little crazy in the city for a bit. Don't go stepping over my feet. Alright. I will take that advice. I will take that advice. I'm just gonna look out here. Someone is shooting harpoons. Seems like there's just a disaster happening inside the city. Just looking around out here, making sure I didn't miss anything. And let's go for a jog. Let's go for a jog around Drifter's Last. Let's come out a bit and let's get some height. Maybe if we step away from the city, Quill will calm down. He's a little on edge. And just take a look around. Seems fine in here. The team is catching up. I might put everybody together just so we don't lose anybody. If it's all going to be chaotic around the city, so be it. And we'll just let everybody catch up. Just keeping a very, very keen eye peeled. Looking for slumped over bodies. Anybody in a recovery coma? Dead? Yeah, and I think I was mentioning one of the other things I'd be interested in doing if we don't go adventuring. I mean, it might happen anyway if we do go adventuring. Is finding something reasonably... Not safe isn't the right word, but finding some reasonable way in which we can test our gear and our skills. You know, maybe finding a bonedog or two. Letting these guys stretch their legs and maybe give their weapons a few swing. I'm going to send them up high over here. And this is where we found all our Band of Bones in the last episode. They attacked this gate right here. But it does not look like there are any stragglers. There were no loose Band of Bones left over. There is a slave Olena monk outcast. And what is that, a slave trader? A slave trader with $1,000 bounty in the United Cities. That is interesting. And he just walks right past the guards. They did not recognize him. We won't be making enemies out of the slave traders. How do they feel about us? They don't care. As tempting as $1,000 is, not worth it. Not right now. You guys have enough frightening things on our plate. Surely it can't get any worse, right? Hey, Carthaginian, it's not that bad. We've got 8,500 bucks. Even if we don't find any more, oh, Jesus. Are you a tech hunter? You are, with a crippled arm. Interesting. Even if we don't find any more gear to scavenge and sell, we've still got 8,500 bucks. We may go on a little bit of a shopping trip, and we'll leave tomorrow morning, perhaps. We'll see. But it might be nice to get, I'd like these guys to have 1 or 2 ranged weapons, perhaps. And maybe some more appropriate or useful armor. Maybe a shirt or 2 among the group. We've got a lot of bare arms and bare torsos. Alright, I don't see anything out here. I don't see anything. Let's come down this way. We might have just phenomenally lucked out. And if that's the case, that's fantastic. So be it. Luck is luck, however bountiful it may or may not be. It's still kind of early in the day, but like I said, I would like to do some shopping. And considering our half-day distance, we would need the full... We'd have to leave right in the morning. I'm pretty sure we left at 6 a.m. for Cloud Steady and got there like by literally midday. So if I wanted to get anywhere good, we'd have to leave at 6 a.m. Because we've already been to here and back. And I think going to Cloud Steady, we've been to here. So we know we know there's nothing in here. We haven't been down this way. We also have not traversed the full western coast from the abandoned town we started in. But, like I said, I still think those need a dedicated day. It means we will burn through some of the food we have, but so be it. There is certainly nothing on the little peninsula across from the water here, and I think just past that gate is where our camp is, and there's nothing over here. Let's head inside, we'll come out the next gate, and make our way back to where our camp was. Call it a full circle. This will be another sleepless night, I can already tell. Alright, Carthaginian, you have to stop with your pessimism. We're doing just fine. Alright, there's a bit of running going on, but I'm not really worried about it. There's a headgear shop here, that's interesting. Do we stop into the headgear shop before we go outside with our $8,000? Maybe. We've got 2 people without headgear. Let's take a look. Hello there, sir. Take a look around, customer. Let's trade. Alright, nice. Quill got himself a new hood. Also got a hood for Tetsuya. They were nice and cheap. Let's head outside. They didn't have much else in the hat shop. Yeah, we'll hit the other stores when we come back in. I just want to go out this gate, which is blocked by a tree, so be it. Just make absolutely certain that there's nothing out here. No band of bones lying. Oh. No, there's nothing. Make sure there's no band of bones lying in the desert sun. Rotting with their gear, just waiting to be taken. Oh my god, there is a full meeting of vagrants. Maybe we'll go talk to these vagrants. See if we can get them to clear off. Need someone cut? I'm itching for blood. No thanks, never mind. Good to know, though. I'm sure that would be $3,000 or so. We've already talked to Alicia. She's outside. That's cool to see. She's milling about the town. Just making sure. Just that insane fortuitous luck to find those dead band of bones. Perimeter scouting is complete. Let's go see about some shopping. Did I not see an armory? Let's go into the armory. We'll run through the city, see if there's anything interesting to buy. And then make a plan for possibly doing some adventuring. Or maybe getting ourselves into a little bit of trouble. We'll see. Maybe these guys are feeling a little brave, a little confident. Their luck. They feel like they're ready to test it. Alright, nothing in the armory we could afford. We're not going to spend any more money on robotics for a bit, so we won't go in the robotics shop. What do we got here? A headgear shop. Is this the one we went into? I think it is. It is. Might like to check the travel gear shop again and see if they have any more maps. Alright, nothing of value in the general shop. We're just going to keep going. I'll hit all these shops up. If we find anything cool, I'm sure we'll stop, but otherwise we may just cut to me saying we're ready to head out. Alright, these guys finished their shopping trip. There really wasn't much in town that we could afford or that we really needed. However, I could not resist getting Temperance this awesome eye patch that she now has, so that's pretty cool. And Quill has this this mercenary kettle helmet, and I got the whole team leather chest armor. They all have leather shirts, so they have a little bit of protection in the torso. And I think we are ready to... Actually, you know what? I got one other thing that is useful. I found a Tech Hunters map in the travel gear store, so let's take a look at that. Let's zoom out. And what did we discover? Something far, far, far away. A ruin in a far-off land called Obedience. Alright. We're going to keep picking up those Tech Hunters map, because eventually we will find ones that are close by, so... Alright. It is still early in the afternoon. We still have a little bit of light, and we have just under $3,000. I am contemplating taking the team just out, just because we still have the light. Like, I don't know, maybe we'll head out. I thought I saw some movement out here. I mean, this is a main road, so it's possible that there were just people moving about. It also could have been goats or Garu, like I mentioned, but maybe we'll take what little we have of daylight and just, like, kind of run this road. But because we have almost $4,000, I'm also contemplating Seeing if we can convince someone else to come with us. Let's do this. Let's take a look in the bar. And if there is a... Oh, jeez. If there is a Scorchlander for $3,000, who's this? Ueto? I think we've talked to you, huh? You from the Outlands, eh? Watch out for those guards. They're a crooked bunch, especially if you don't have the cats to buy them off. Anyway, looking to band up? Depends. Got any skills? I can hold my own in a fight, and I charge 6,000 cat security pay. Sorry. Can't afford it. No thank you. Let's take a look inside. If there are any Scorchlanders for $3,000, and it does not look like there will be. No, there will not be. All right. I say then, let's take the team out on a very brief adventure. Attacking troublemakers. Ugh. It's already going to be... fucking... There's so much commotion in this town. It's making Quill nervous. That's all right. Let's step outside. Now, we have gear now, but we cannot let that lull us into a false sense of security as Quill panics and sprints as far away from the city as he possibly can. There's nobody that we're going to run into. Like, I think I mentioned before, it'd be nice to maybe test ourselves, but, like, unless we find 1 or 2 people, the chances that we get cut down and left to die, which we literally would do. I mean, we have enough people, and Temperance actually moves slow enough that we could leave somebody off to the side, which is a very good strategy. Anytime you're playing this game, leave a medic somewhere out of harm's way. We don't want the medic to be so far away, though, that people die. Like, we don't want to leave Temperance here. We want her to come with us. I'm just looking around making sure it's safe. We want her to come with us and be in general range of us. But it'd be nice if she hung back if we got into trouble. Quill is once again panicking. I feel like we are far enough out of range of the city that that Quill shouldn't be panicking. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Rebel farmers, run! All right, let's run back towards the gates, if we can. Oh, my God, everybody is moving way too slow. Jesus Christ. All right, yeah, you guys run after Quill. Run after Quill. Quill's going to distract them and see if we can get some guards to help. This is a good opportunity for us to test our skills. Everybody keep running. Come on. Keep up. Everybody's going after Quill. Are you guys going to help? Yes, you are. All right, perfect. Oh, that's so good. We can test... Oh, Jesus, God, look at how many fucking rebel farmers there are. All right. Quill, hang back for just a second. Hang right there. Oh, shit. How many... Are they all coming at Quill? Let's come into the second gate and get some help here. Okay, no, there's more. There's more guards. I was going to say there might not be enough guards. All right, we're going to lay in. We're going to attack Allison. Nice. Quill takes a hit. That's okay. Karthikeyan, Temperance, and Tetsuya, get in here. I don't know what you're doing or where you are, but get in here. Oh, my God. All right, good. You're outside. You're helping. That's good. You can attack this target. Everybody attack this target. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice. We get an opportunity to test ourselves. How beautiful. Quill is first aiding his right leg. That's just fine. You do that, Quill. How's Temperance doing? Is she getting a chance to help? Yes. I think she got a hit in. All right. Did these guys have bounties is a good question as well. I want their stuff before you do. Don't you touch these guys. Karthikeyan, you loot this guy. Quill, you loot this guy. I'm going to take anything of value they got on them. There was a saber in there, which is pretty cool. Oh, nice, and a wheat straw cape. Nice. Another saber. Beautiful. All right, we just dodged a bullet. These guys are so friggin' lucky it defies description. Let's come out here. Anybody who can get to this person, get to this person. I want their gear before they get taken inside. And where was the ringleader on this nonsense? Is it you? It was you. It was you. Get over here. Oh, he's up. Everybody come over here and attack this guy. Oh. Oh, shit. There's more rebel farmers. Maybe those guys were trying to run away. Nice, we're getting some shots in. I love it. All right. Give me all your stuff. It's all mine now. We are moving very slow. You're still committing a crime, but I don't think you're going to get a bounty. Let's hang out here for a second and see what goes on. Oh. I see a ranged weapon. Quill, get out there if you can. Nice, I think they're just leaving the body. Oh, that's so good. And indeed, there's a ranged weapon. Ah, so good. All right, give me this. Got caught stealing by who? Pick him up. And drop him onto Quill. Boom. Done. And put him down. Nice. Quill has a ranged weapon. That's good. I think his helmet, surprisingly, helps with ranged, crossbow effects, and perception bonus. Nice. This is literally the luck episode. My goodness. If we bumped into these rebel farmers, if we were just a second more out there, we would have bumped into these rebel farmers by ourselves, and we would have been beaten to death. All right, let's head inside. We're going to sell what we picked up. We are too slow and too shitty at all of this to be doing any kind of fighting. My goodness. But it is what it is. It's not going to stop these guys. There was somewhere, I think there's 2 range shops in town. There was just, if I cut out the full shopping trip, the range shops were just way too expensive. But we could go get bolts. All right, nice. We got $5,000. And let's go see if we can find a ranged weapon shop, huh? I think there's a ranged weapon shop like right in the actual shopping district. There's so much commotion going on here. We've really lucked out. We have not gotten a chance to explore, although it's still the first day. We could spend the night in the bar and head out in the morning. I am a little worried because everybody's moving so slow. And like, Quill took that shot, and it almost took his leg off. Like, there's still a ways to go, but like, it took me a very long time to get this attached to characters in the first series. And I'm already like, oh man, if I lost anybody right now, I'd really be unhappy. This is a range shop, literally. There's one right here. Let's head inside. Oh my god, everybody's freaking out. It is empty. There is no one in the ranged shop. Bummer. It's a tech hunter range shop. I wonder if this is one of the tech hunters that's been turned into a slave. Probably. All right, let's do this then. Let's go to the bar. We passed a bar coming in here. There's a bar right here. Done. Let's go to the bar and see if we can convince anybody else to come with us. We've got an extra weapon. We've got a little bit of extra armor. Who are you? Ueto? Ueto, we've talked with you before. You're expensive. Jin Sung? Who's this? Shimazu. You look $3,000-y. Let's talk with all these Scorchlanders. Who are you? Taku, but I can't talk with you. Let's talk with Sonosuke. You look like a guy in need of a good dust switch if I ever saw one. Need a cook on your side? Depends. What's your price? 6,000 cats, so we got a deal. Sorry, I can't afford that. Oh, Shimazu, how about you? You are for sure $3,000 or less. Looking for an ally, Drifter? Maybe. First, I want to know who you are. I've got a dark past, brother. Trust me, it's best left untold. Keep all the bad memories pushed down deep inside. That's what I say. Glad we're on the same page. I'll just need 3,000 cats before I can leave with you. Sure. Done. Welcome to the team, Shimazu. Nice. All right, let's give Shimazu a medic job and a bodyguard job. And do we have anything we can give you? You can have a weapon. Done. Oh, you've got a big weapon on your back already, huh? You don't have a sidearm, unfortunately. You can have a hood. Done. And a shirt. Done. Oh, nice. You do have a sidearm. Awesome. There you go. How overweight are you now? Let's see. Oh, he's not encumbered at all. Nice. Let's go. Shimazu, we might go see if we can get you a book bag. We'll get him a backpack. And then we will truly be ready to head out in the morning. Oh, there's another bar over here. We only have $2,000. We only have $2,000. All right, we got Shimazu, a little tiny backpack, which is good. It doesn't affect his skills, and he can store some stuff. Everybody in this town is still freaking out. There's a ton of slaves being taken all over the place. There's a shinobi thief lying on the floor, enslaved. There's a tech hunter enslaved on the floor, and I can talk to them. Let's talk to them. Viola. Need a bodyguard? I'm good. I'm good, thanks. That is hilarious. I wonder what would have happened if we hired her. Alright, we are going to spend the night in the bar, and then I think we are going to take our adventure on the road. This town is going to descend into nothing but pure chaos. The last thing I'm trying to do here is we want to go, there it is, a second ranger shop that hopefully is actually staffed. I have a sneaky suspicion that if that other one was a tech hunter, there's also tech hunters, makes sense, that the person that runs the shop might be enslaved or dead. Are you yeah, nice. All right. Meow. Can you help me? Show me what you got. What do I need? Toothpicks? I need toothpicks. You have 3. I'll take them. Done. All right, these guys are going to head back to the bar. They'll spend the night dreaming of what adventure awaits them in the morning. And then early in the morning, at the break of dawn, we might head out. Maybe at least see if we can get across this river, if not go further. There's so much. God, there's like, as I say this, there's commotion out here. Home territory aggression. There's United States guards just all over the place, sprinting everywhere. And the question is it going to get calmer or crazier as we step away? We already stepped 2 feet away and ran into rebel farmers. If we had stepped 6 feet away and ran into rebel farmers, we might have been in some serious trouble. Alright, these guys are going to settle into the bar for the night. We'll wait for morning. As they settle in, I see there's a guy who also has a pretty cool eye patch. I think Temperance is going to come say hello to him. Nice eye patch you got there, friend. Nowhere in this world is truly safe. Even within the famous swamper capital, there are eyes everywhere. You, roamer, you look well-traveled. What are your thoughts on slavery? Interesting. I think it's an ugly practice and I want no involvement in it. I do too. The slavers, they took somebody from me. Somebody very special to me. Branded her body and put her to work in that stinking hellhole of a mine. This needs to stop. We need to stand up and fight this barbaric slave culture. I plan to visit the slavers' outpost, but I need allies. Let's find out a little bit more about this. Who did they take? My wife. For as long as I live, I'll never give up on finding retribution for her, and I'll make them pay for what they've done, for the life they've stolen from her. I want to wipe those slaver scum off the face of the planet. And you think you can still save her? I don't know. Either way, somebody needs to stop this barbaric culture of enslaving the weak. It's like a disease, and it's eating away at our lands, at all the innocent people. Well, I completely agree. They're pure evil. You do? Look, I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but you and me, together we could start a revolution. We can rid the world of those vermin, recruit other people like us. We can stand up and fight our oppressors. Oh my god, is he offering to join us for free? Dude. Alright, I didn't look at his stats, but he has to be a decent fighter. My god, he could literally, he could lead us to salvation. If he wants to join us for free, we will for sure let him, but I imagine he's probably going to ask us for money. Yeah, we're going to tell him, I admire your spirit. We'd be honored to join you. Let's see what happens. Oh my god, we will defeat them and he joined us. That is fucking fantastic. All right, hold on a second. Is he encumbered? No. He's stuck. Let's get him out of there before he actually gets stuck. Temperance is also stuck. Temperance, knock it off. All right, hold on a second. Dude, this has been the luckiest day this team has ever... Let's get him following. Yeah, you can bring up the flank there. He is not encumbered. He's not very strong, but he's not encumbered even with that armor on. Let's take a look at this armor. He's got cloth pants on. Not so great. He's got Desperado rags. Those things are fucking awesome. He's got a cool-ass eye patch, too. All right, he's not a Scorchlander, but I said anybody who wants to join us for free can join us for free. It sounds like we may have just found ourselves becoming anti-slavers, huh? My goodness. All right, welcome to the team. Say hi to Quill. Theoretically, he's leading this operation, but my word. Let's take a look. What does your crossbow look like? Oh, God, it's so good across. You're good at everything. Compared to us, you're good at everything. All right, we're going to give him the ranged weapon. He's going to keep his eye patch because he came with that. No matter what, he'll hold on to that eye patch. All right, these guys are going to hang out in the bar, and we'll make a plan for what we're going to do in the morning. I imagine we're going to go do some adventuring. At some point, I'll be pushing what luck we're having, but I feel like these guys are just... They probably feel so lucky right now. And with Hammett with us, he can basically lead the charge. He's not the strongest character ever, but he certainly is stronger than these guys. They're probably very happy to have him. Unfortunately, I've never seen this happen before, but Hammett's crossbow has disappeared. I gave him a crossbow, and I also gave him Shimazu's bag, and the crossbow's gone. And it's not on the floor in this room. So I don't know what happened to it, but whatever, we'll find another. It's a bummer, but he still has a sidearm, so be it. But yeah, so let's let these guys get through the night, and we will leave first thing in the morning. Alright. It's early in the morning. These guys made it through another night. If I cut it out in the middle of the night, a single band of bones attacked the gate, and Quill came out to grab all their stuff and divvy it up amongst the team. What do we have here? These damn flies are eating me alive. Ugh, says Shimazu. Well, we'll get away from the flies, don't worry. There still is... Oh, geez. I'm going to say there still is a ton of craziness going on around here. And there are people attacking the Band of Bones who are not yet enemies with us. This Band of Bones, right? I'm going over there. I'm going over there. Oh, no, they're taking them. They're taking them. All right. Sometimes that happens. All right, that's a perfect and good enough sign for us to head out on our adventure as we see people running towards us in the distance. My God. We have to get away from this town. All right, let's take a look at the map. We're standing right here, and my thought was to at least head out to this line here. What I really wanted to do at the start of the episode, before I remembered that Drifter's Last is absolutely insane right now, was to maybe head like down this river or like over this ridge, but I don't know if we're even gonna make it to this damned river. We got about this far before we ran into rebel farmers before. Let's get everybody out over to here and just see if Quill calms down. I don't see anybody running at us. Quill's just taking the temperature. He's looking around. We had rebel farmers set upon us from the, what is that, south? Yeah, from the south by the river last time. I don't see anything. Someone's moving around out there. Someone I can talk to. Band of Bones, I can talk to them. That doesn't bode well. Oh, not you, Hammett. Let's continue on. All right. Quill is calm. Let's do this. It is a single Band of Bones. Let's go talk with Gomi. If that ends in a fight... Oh, Jesus. Quill, come on. Why are you so upset, Quill? Quill, why are you freaking out? Oh, shit. Rebel farmers! Fucking rebel farmers. Right in the goddamn way. I don't want to fight right here. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to run back a little. We're going to throw everybody into run for yourself mode. Alright, there goes Hammett. We're just going to get a little further away. I just want to get closer to the gate, and we're going to stop and face them. Oh, shit. There's goats are attacking enemies, too. Oh, shit, there's bonedogs. What is happening? This is insane. That's fucking a nightmare. All right. Kenshi is a nightmare from which you shall not wake. We're going to stand and face people right here, maybe? Let's see. All right, there was a rebel farmer in there. There he is. But there's also bonedogs that are just attacking goats. All right. Again, we could take advantage of this. We are very lucky right now. Oh, shit. Here come the bonedogs. Oh, it's a rebel farmer bonedogs. Okay. That's what I saw that was rebel farmers. All right, let's get a little closer to the gate in case we fall. And we're going to face these bonedogs. Oh, Temperance. Oh, God, Temperance. Temperance, run as fast as you can, Temperance. All right, guys, get ready. Let's have Tutsuya and Karthikeyan out over here. Shimazu and Hammett out over here. Quill, you stay right where you are. All right, here comes the dog. Here comes the dog. A little closer. The gate guards haven't gone yet. The turret gunners are shooting, but that's okay. That's what we want to see. Let's lay in. Everybody attack the target. You need this practice. You need this practice. Get him. Get him. Where's he going? Wait, hey, get back over here. What is he? He's playing limbs. Oh my god. This fucking game. Alright. He's running inside and playing limbs. And who is this? That's Shimazu. Did we get him? No, he's just running away. Oh, there he is. Did we get him? We got him. Alright, Quill. You loot that bonedog. We need the meat and the skin and the teeth. Sure, done. Alright, let's head back out. I don't think anybody got hurt. I don't think anybody got hurt in our coward's way of of self-preservation. Alright. Let's head back outside. Quill sprinting at top speed. Again, in terror. No guards are chasing us. That's good. There was another rebel farmer and another bonedog out here, so let's go see what happened. Also, Quill has calmed down, so that's good. Is this a goat? It is a dying goat. I'm sorry, Mr. Goat, but we're going to make use of your flesh. We shall butcher this goat. Alright. Gimme everything, Mr. Goat. Look at that. Look at all the food we got. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Goats have so much meat. There was another bonedog here. There were 2 bonedogs that attacked these goats. Quill and Hammett traded bags. I suppose he offered to carry all the heavy stuff, seeing as he is the strongest among us. And I feel like we have made a commitment at this point. Oh, God, Quill, can you not be nervous every 5 seconds? I'm gonna say, I feel like we made a commitment at this point to be anti-slaver, huh? We took him on board and he wants to avenge his wife. We may have to look into that. I mean, I hope that Hammett understands we're not there yet. We are not there. But maybe that's a direction for us. There's a rebel farmer bonedog way out there. That's probably the rebel farmer bonedog we saw previously. Is he running towards us as fast as he can? Ever so tiny in the distance. I think I see a bunch of rebel farmers out here. Alright, let's cross the river. Quill is still absolutely freaking out. Quill is waiting for his team to make it to the other side of the river. The desert is a cruel mistress, and those who venture into it unprepared will not last long. Was that Hammett? Wise words, Hammett. Quill is waiting at the other side of the river for his team to catch up. And I just saw a band of bones. There they are. Run this way. Oh, it's Gomi. That was the person we were trying to talk to before. It looks like she has friends with her now, so we're going to leave her alone. The possibility that they would wish to attack us after talking with them is above 0, so we're going to leave them alone. We're going to follow the river until we get to where we would have to cross it again, where it forks. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, which is good. We are behind this band of bones. Looks like they're not interested in us, which is good. Our team is very, very slow, which isn't really that bad. I'm not actually that upset with that. In an ideal world, I think I already mentioned, if we were to find ourselves in combat far from a city and far from help, the best idea is to have at least one person break away and get out of line of sight. Get nice and far away so that if things go bad, they can come perform some triage, deal with the wounded and the dying. Because, you know, in this game, you always see people talking about how the best way to play is to get beat up and knocked down and then get back up again, but there are many, many, many instances where you will fall down and you will not get back up again unless somebody is there to revive you. You will fall into a recovery coma and continue to have your health degrade until you die. So it's a really good idea to designate somebody with good stealth and somebody with good stealth and good medical skills to hang back. Quill again is nervous. We're gonna go for the high ground here. Quill's gonna sprint to the high ground. It's a dog. It's a rebel farmer bonedog. It might be the rebel farmer bonedog. He's not playing limbs. Let's do this. Let's hang here. No, 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 no. Quill, you too. Let's hang out here. And just let him catch up and see if anybody else catches up. We'll just hold right here. Nobody else is coming towards us. Beautiful. Team. Hammett dives in. We can let everybody come help. Hammett dives in. First shot. Gets a hit. They all get some hits. They take some hits. Oh, God. Fucking Temperance almost drops. You're all right, Temperance. Hammett, why don't you loot this dog? You are already almost encumbered. Already almost over-encumbered. You're close to it. Temperance took a bite, and it was a bad one. It is not the best. These guys are not the greatest fighters, that's for sure, but there's only one way to get there. And this is exactly, I think I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, kind of exactly what I'm looking for when thinking about testing the team. Is, you know, one bonedog at a time. One straggling rebel farmer. Alright, we're going to stop right here at the edge of the river. We're going to look across. I don't see anybody moving. And we're going to cross the river. Oh, there's somebody up there. Somebody up on the mountains. We see manhunters on the mountains. Very interesting. Alright, we gotta be very careful about that specifically. It'll be quite a long time before these guys can stand up against manhunters. Alright, the manhunters are heading off in a direction that I'm not interested in going, I do believe. I'll tell you what we might do. We are standing basically here, I think. We might follow the river and the road all the way back to the Lost Library that we already looted. And that might be a good place for these guys to just reconvene and reassess and think about what they want to do next. That might be a good starting point for a further adventure. A nice little halfway point. Call that like a little makeshift halfway hideout outpost. A shame we can't throw down bags in there. It'd actually be nice to use that as a makeshift hideout. I think we see more manhunters off in the distance. No, United Cities. That's okay. As crazy and dangerous as this world is, I bet these guys are happy to be out adventuring. Oh, where's Temperance? Is she still swimming? No, she's catching up. Oh god, Temperance, you're so slow. Let's let Temperance catch up. We're gonna let her catch up with us. Which is good. It gives us a chance to just assess the surroundings. Make sure we don't see anything crazy happening. Nothing scary or frightening. Also lets us make sure we have our bearings. We know that Drifter's Last is over here. We can see windmills. We haven't lost our direction. Temperance is pretty much caught up. We can continue on our way. Yeah, this is not a bad idea, I don't think. I think we're going to head to that library that we looted a couple of episodes ago and make that into like a little halfway point base. We can't really, but like that's our good hideout spot. And we can then basically double our radius from there. Because we can go in there and that breaks line of sight. So even if people pass us in the night, they shouldn't come inside. Hammett and Temperance are a little slow. We are a little weighted down. We did get all of those skins. We got all of those skins and we got all that meat, which we need the meat. And the skins are good for sleeping bags, which is good. So we need all this stuff, but it is slowing the team down, which is very dangerous. Like if a band of manhunters was close enough that they saw us and we didn't see them first, we'd be in some trouble. Although, and I think I mentioned this before, the team kind of straggling and spread out like this means that a couple of them might be able to get away and hide in the hills somewhere, waiting for the bad folk to move on, were we to get set upon and attacked by anybody. Alright, Temperance is way back there. We're going to let her catch up again right here. Ugh, says Tetsuya. I hear you, Tetsuya. It's a little scary being out here. Alright, there's movement over here. Just caught it out of the corner of my eye. United Cities. We got to be careful with the United Cities so far away from... Oh god, they're moving fast. So far away from town, it is not uncommon for United Cities to take nobles out to go hunt people. I think I've mentioned that before, so we gotta be careful about that. That is basically a death sentence. It is not impossible that they would take you as a slave, but it is also just as likely they will drop you and leave you right there if they're out hunting. Usually with a very high-end crossbow. And that is another thing to worry about too, because that can sometimes be a one-shot kill. No chance to take a slave, they just kill your character. This is actually good, because it, you know, there was a little bit of activity right outside of Drifter's Last, which slowed us down a bit. We didn't get out first thing in the morning, which means we are getting to this library. If all is clear, we'll get there a little earlier than I'd like to make camp for the night, but I don't think beggars can be choosers. I'm glad that it's here for us to make camp there for the night. We're just going to watch both sides of the river. Should be okay. Temperance and Hammett are catching up. Hammett, I am so glad you joined us. You're not a Scorchlander, but I dig it. I like your story. It's a little early for us to commit to something like slave hunting, but I like the idea of that being something we've promised to do, is to help him avenge his wife's death. Or his wife's enslavement. We don't necessarily know that she's dead. I don't think we'll ever find her, but I suppose he can hold out hope that she's alive. Nice. And there is the library. I don't think that the door will be locked. It could have. I mean, we've likely unloaded this cell. I truly hope that it has not respawned its inventory. If it has, I don't think we'll take advantage of that. That would be a little silly. We might leave all that stuff for a much later trek out here. Oh, nice. The door is open. We're going inside. Beautiful. Just as we left it. Beautiful. Nice, and Quill gets to take Temperance out to where we had our first bout of good luck, and there's actually still some stuff in here that's probably worth some money. If we don't find anything where we're heading, we might come back here and grab some of these parchments and things. Temperance gets to see firsthand what she heard only in stories from Quill's adventure. Out to this lost library filled with ancient tech. Perhaps she was a bit pessimistic, wondering if there truly could have been some grand and great library filled with ancient and expensive tech. She knows he came back with it, but just seeing it with her own eyes probably fills her with a little bit of optimism. All right, well, I think that's where we're going to leave it. This team continues to grow and continues to have some phenomenal luck. Without a doubt, this is Kenshi, and that luck is going to run out. But for now, we're going to ride the wave and ride the high. These guys have made it to the Lost Library, which means we can use it as a halfway point to continue adventuring even further. But we'll do that in the next episode. So subscribe for more Kenshi, and I'll see you next time.